Alright, let's see here. Uh. Oh, shit!
The fuck? Ah, piss.
Whew, that was a close one. This is all possible because of Minecraft's most overpowered item, the Elytra. Remove the Elytra, and well... The Elytra has shaped the way players have played Minecraft for a while now since its release back in February of 2016. If you have ever beaten Minecraft once, it is likely you've explored the End Dimension, filleted the Ender Dragon, and eventually discovered the pair of wings. But what does it do that makes it so overpowered? Well, that's simple. It mimics the effects of drinking a Red Bull and gives you wings. Wait, if you enjoy this type of content and want to see more, why not consider subscribing? And while you're at it, join our Discord. We talk about a bunch of crazy stuff, discuss upcoming content, and much, much more. The link is in the description. Alright, back to the funny. That's right, the Elytra allows you to glide in the air, flying for long distances at incredible speeds, and you can pair it with firework rockets and just zoom through the sky on command. Well, assuming you're on version 1.11.1 or higher. Anytime before that, and well... Let's start with the obvious problem this causes. Transportation. The Elytra excels in mobility to the highest degree, and when you have that kind of power, why would you ever need a horse or a minecart with tracks? Sure, you could say a minecart doesn't have durability, and you'd be right, little Timmy, but unfortunately, there are two glaring issues with this. First off, Elytras can be repaired with phantom membranes, and any excuse to murdering those flying shitheads on sight is enough for me. Secondly, mending just exists, basically making durability obsolete, and by the time you have an Elytra, you more than likely have, say, a mending villager that gives you the books willingly. When you can fly on command, it just doesn't seem like any other methods of transportation are really valid. Before I get into my next points, I want to talk about the biggest argument for why it isn't overpowered. The Elytra is endgame, so it's right where it needs to be. I think this is a valid thought process, except the part where this is the internet, so I'm legally obligated to tell you your opinion is wrong. Minecraft is a sandbox game and is designed in such a way that one player's endgame could be considered the second they boot up the world. Your endgame could be not even remotely close to mid-game for someone else. You decide when you end the game. Unfortunately, where the Elytra is placed for someone doesn't exactly stop you from zooming through the skies at Mach speeds, so... Alright, let's talk about the inevitable. PvP. I wanted to cover the reach of the Elytra through many different communities, and I just can't ignore this one. The community that never has anything controversial happen to it views the Elytra much differently to your normal survival world. The Elytra in PvP is very mixed, considering that when you have it equipped, you are replacing your chest piece. But what's wrong with showing the world your manly, ripped physique? Well, it has the tendency to significantly drop your defense. This is bad because now you have a guy running towards you with the intention of putting a hole in your now very exposed, aforementioned, manly, ripped physique. But there are a few advantages to having an Elytra equipped in place of a chest piece. Firstly, you complete the battle at any given point. Got hit by a wombo combo and need to heal quickly? Well, now you can practice your social distancing skills and heal safely. Also, you can use a stick with a point attached to it. I'm not kidding, the spear and Elytra combo, while being considered to be a crime against humanity, is highly effective at putting your opponent in the past tense. See, the spear's damage output scales based off of the velocity of the player, and hey, wait, didn't we say that the Elytra lets you travel faster than the majority of different forms of transportation? I don't think the reduction in defense matters when you can turn your opponent into a pixelated shish kebab at light speeds. Continuing on with the argument of just fucking off mid-fight, have you ever noticed just how little danger you actually are in when you are using the Elytra? Let's take the Warden for example. This absolute chunk of a mob ripped straight from a quiet place suddenly becomes less horrifying when you can just zip to the other side of the ancient city while the guy is just spawning in. Seriously, mobs just become a literal centerpiece to a structure instead of an actual threat. But hey, the beauty of Minecraft is that you can play it any way you want, whether it's building in creative or surviving hardcore. So go have fun and fly around your survival world at Mach speeds, or don't. As long as you're enjoying the game the way you want to play it, then what else really matters?